Hi everybody, Kevin Harnett coming to you from Bourbon Barrel Foods for another edition of Secrets of Louisville Chefs. And this time our guest chef is coming to us from the land down under to a booming culinary scene here in Louisville.
Firecracker being the word.
There's the boom.
Boom, indeed.
All right, you gotta have the boom. He's Paul Sant, the top chef at the Blue Horse Restaurant in the Crown Plaza. And when you taste his food, you're liable to call him a saint. Wait until you see the spins he puts on Kentucky's classic dishes, from shrimp and grits to what he calls his firecracker salmon. Boom, that goes in. All of that, plus call the paparazzi. Tim Laird reveals the secrets to his red carpet cocktail. Wow, that's kind of like a popsicle. That's really good.
Kevin, you want to take over?
It's all happening now in front of this live studio audience on Secrets of Louisville Chefs. Hi everybody and welcome to Bourbon Barrel Foods and Kitchen Studio. I'm Kevin Harnett and you are in for a treat today. The premise of our show to bring chefs here so you can learn their secrets and, well, be able to make the same great food in the comfort of your own home. And today we have one of Louisville's best. In fact, we welcome Paul Sant from the Crown Plaza's Blue Horse Restaurant. And if you've ever met Paul, you know this is going to be a good time. And speaking of good times, let me introduce to you my co-host, Tim Laird. Timmy. Wow. Oh, man.
Great audience too. I'll tell you what, they all came out. They're fired up.
Well,
Paul Sant's in the house.
We've got a show that is about ready to explode on TV here with great flavors and a lot of excitement because this crowd's on fire.
They are on fire, and we're revealing the secrets too, right?
Oh, we're gonna do it.
A lot of them. All
I'm
right,
ready.
Thank you, Kevin. I'll tell you what, it's a great day to be in Kitchen Studio. I'm excited. He's been on our show several times, and he's a great chef. Please welcome Paul Sant. Hello, Chef.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Hey, everyone.
You've been on our show several times,
Couple of times
exposing
now, yeah.
a lot of fun secrets. I think we talked about how you had a around the world of burgers at one time at the Crown Plaza.
We did.
That was a lot of fun
It
and
sure
everything
was,
else.
yeah.
And tell me about for those that haven't been there. I mean, they think of the hotel and they think there's not, it's going to be a hotel restaurant, but no, it's a really standalone, fun restaurant within the hotel.
That's very true. We are. The restaurant is part of the Crown Plaza, but a lot of people's perception is that they can only come to the restaurant if they're hotel guests. Not true. Not true. You can certainly come in and visit us, and we would love for you to visit us. But we do get a few people in from out of town, certainly on their business trips, but we would love to entertain more locals just to show what we can do.
And you're showing off a lot of things and actually incorporating a lot of fun southern dishes as well. Looks like, I'm just eyeing this, it looks like shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think we do a pretty good job with shrimp and grits, and we were fortunate enough to win Taste of Louisville with shrimp and grits. We were fortunate enough to win the Kentucky Bourbon Affair with shrimp and grits. So we're going to show you our shrimp and grits.
Now that's awesome because I'll tell you what, a lot of people are doing shrimp and grits.
Yeah.
To win all those awards.
Yeah, we were pretty lucky.
So you're going to reveal the secrets to this award-winning shrimp and
Award-winning,
grits.
yes, sir.
All right,
That's
great,
right, yeah.
Paul.
No
Love
doubt,
that.
we are.
All right, where do we start?
We're going to start with our shrimp, and it's a long cooking process. So please, certainly you can use your 5-minute grits if that's what you want to use, but I truly don't encourage you to use that, only because our local grit that we use here, Weissenberger grits, are absolutely fantastic. A white ground grit, but they cook for a long period of time. You're not going to cook these in 5 minutes. This is something that we cook every day, and we take at least 45 minutes to cook these, and it's a slow process. We just don't turn the fire on and go. We're going to start off with a little bit of butter, and then we're going to take chicken stock. You can certainly use water if you like, but why not start off with some flavor?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so we're going to start off with a little chicken stock.
Oh, look at that. That looks beautiful, too. That's that golden rich stock.
When adding grits, the hot liquid, let it boil, and then slowly add your grits to it. And again, follow the instructions on the side. It will tell you where you are with different amounts of grits compared to the water. And again, you certainly have this cooking over a long period of time. I've said that a few times, I must believe it. But the grits have to bloom, they have to cook, and then also at the last part of the cooking process, we're going to add the different flavoring that we add to it. So certainly, by all means, let it cook slowly. Once it comes up to a boil, turn the volume down, or flame, excuse me, turn the flame down really low and let it just tick away on the back burner.
Okay.
For the shrimp portion of this, You can certainly buy any kind of mixed Cajun spice, or you can make your own. Onion salt, garlic salt, paprika, and we use some other spices, but you can certainly buy your own from the local grocery store. So we're going to take our shrimp. It's a peeled and deveined shrimp. We're going to put our seasoning on top of it.
And that's one thing, you want a generous portion of the seasoning on there. Don't be afraid to...
And you want a generous portion of shrimp.
And it's both.
So we've got this going. We're going to get our pan nice and hot. We'll put a little bit of oil in there. The reason I'm going to add oil and butter is because the oil allows the heat to get much, much hotter.
Higher than just the butter.
And if you just put butter in alone, it would certainly burn a lot quicker. We don't want that burnt butter taste in this recipe. So again, a little bit of oil, a little bit of butter. We're going to get that going. And it really is, dare I say it, and really this is a secret, it is so, so simple. That's why I think we've been so successful with it. Because it's...
And it really is true to good cooking. I mean, keep it simple and a few ingredients, but make it taste great.
And I really believe that the two shrimp and grits married together work very, very well. But I wish I could add more to it. It is so, so simple. So nice hot pan. And please remember to get a nice hot pan going first before you start adding your shrimp. You want to sear the shrimp, you want to seal the shrimp. You don't want them to boil in the sauce.
That's a good secret to know, because otherwise it kind of just steams itself.
It does.
And you want...
It does. So we're going to add our shrimp to it. You know what? Let's add it like this.
There you go, just, yeah.
And we'll take some of the excess seasoning.
Gosh, it smells good. Can you guys even smell part of that? That butter cooking and the seasoning on there? Woo! What do you think, Kevin? Is that looking good?
It's looking real good. And shrimp cooks so quick. It doesn't take long. This is a quick dish.
It does.
Well, and I think where shrimp goes wrong is a lot of times people overcook it.
I think that's true, yes.
You got to remember that you want it just a little bit underdone because it continues cooking.
No doubt.
Even when you take it off the flame. So
here's our shrimp. We're going to turn them over.
So many people try shrimp and grits, but it's not easy to do well.
No.
And then we're going to take straight cream. That's all it is. I promise you it's straight cream.
No. Butter, cream, and it's got to be
Cajun
good.
seasoning. Are you kidding?
And I encourage you to put some cream in, but don't put it so you've got an inch of cream in the bottom of the pan. You'll be reducing it down until your guests come and leave. So just a little bit of sauce. And again, depending on the amount of people you're doing this for, we're going to make it for our show plate. So the sauce is almost there. It really is. I mean, we'll move our finished grits. But as you can see, it's almost there. And I haven't cooked the grits for a long period of, the shrimp for a long period of time. They're almost done. So by the time...
And I love that sauce that it's creating. It's now reducing to just this beautiful.
And truly, I'm going to stop it there because I don't want it to go much further. It really is very, very close to being complete. We're going to finish off, if you don't mind, the last part of our grit. So now we've got our grit has bloomed. It is ready to go. We've got butter in there. We've got our chicken stock in there.
Yep.
We're going to take a little bit of, and here is our secret.
Oh.
We use smoked mozzarella or smoked Gouda. So we put a lot of smoked Gouda, a little bit of smoked mozzarella, and you can never have enough of it. We've got a great company, Kenny's Farmhouse Cheese. They make a great smoked Gouda. They really do. But all we're going to do is take the grits, put them in the bottom of we use a nice bowl. Simply take our shrimp. And it really isn't much more than what I'm doing. I wish I could say there's more secrets to it, but it is that simple. And we've been very fortunate to have this win at many competitions, which is great for us.
Wow. Well, does that look rich and delicious?
And you can garnish that certainly with some chopped parsley if you like. You can garnish it with picked parsley. You can garnish it with microgreens. We have some great microgreens just over the bridge. Grateful Greens does a super job, and we also use them in the restaurant. But there it is, shrimp and grits.
Wow.
I'm telling you. I've seen a lot of shrimp and grits, Kevin, but I'll tell you what, that That looks awesome.
You want to take a taste, don't you?
I do, but I can't. We
Well-
gotta let a lucky studio audience.
They're going to have a chance, and we'll let you too, Tim. We mentioned earlier the show was exploding with flavor. It's just getting started. Firecracker salmon. Learn how to make that from Paul Sant when we come back on Secrets of Louisville Chefs. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Bourbon Barrel Foods Kitchen Studio. I'm Kevin Harnett. You're watching Secrets of Louisville Chefs. Paul Sant has revealed the secrets to his award-winning shrimp and grits. Patrick is here. Nice to see you again. We have mutual friends in common. You're no stranger to the food scene here in Louisville. We are unbelievably fortunate to have all these great chefs around here, aren't we?
Yes.
You're going to have a chance to take a taste. Paul Sant has whipped up some great cheesy grits and that shrimp that's been seasoned with Cajun seasoning. Tim, you wanted to take a taste. We've made you a plate here.
Thank you.
Both of you take a taste. Let's see.
Looks like it's good to go. All right.
Patrick,
Very good.
2 thumbs up there.
It's really good. It's an award winner.
There you
Kevin.
go. Patrick, thank you very much. We appreciate you being here today.
Thanks,
Very
Patrick.
good.
Appreciate it.
Tim?
Hello, Kevin. Also,
Are you going to finish that and you want me to make the cocktail?
I'd love that. That'd be great.
We have a chance to share secrets not only about cooking, but also about the fine cocktails that you whip up as well.
You know, I get a lot of calls for special occasions, special events. People are having a special party at home, and they say, what can I make as a fun cocktail for that? And I thought, why not the red carpet teeny? Or the red carpet cocktail.
Nice.
Kind of appropriate for any occasion.
Celebration.
Celebration.
Well, speaking of, it would go well because the Secrets of Louisville Chef has been nominated for an Emmy Award.
That's right. So
True story.
I love that. So here's an appropriate cocktail for that Emmy, and it's the red carpet cocktail and shaker with ice. And by the way, this is a cocktail you can make in bulk, so I'll use parts. Use 1.5 parts of Finlandia vodka.
Or so.
To 3 parts, double that of cranberry juice. Now, what you want to do, here's the secret, you need fresh lime juice. So for every cocktail, 1.5 ounces to 3 ounces of cranberry juice, give it a good squeeze of lime. It's very important. Lastly, another secret to a good cocktail, bitters. I use about a dash or 2 of orange bitters goes in. There's a lot of bitters out there, so whatever you have, that's fine. I picked the orange. Now,
What does that do?
you know what? It adds a depth of flavor. It's basically, and there's all kinds of flavored bitters that are out there, but it adds one more ingredient. It's like a chef's secret ingredient, I always say, and it really sophisticates the cocktail. So, give this a good shake. Now, you can serve this over the rocks, or if you're doing that special occasion, serve it in a martini and you want to use a nice cherry. Boom, that goes in. Kind of that beautiful
And red at that.
red color. There it is, very appropriate. So, anyway, cheers to the nomination for Secrets of Louisville Chefs. Cheers, and cheers to you all.
Wow, that's kind of like a popsicle. That's really good.
Oh, okay.
Well, thank you. That's a
Thank
great
you,
recipe.
Kevin. All right, Paul Sant is back with us. Wow, they loved, and I loved, the shrimp and grits. What are we going to do now, Chef?
We have got on our menu a Firecracker glazed salmon, and it's just a name that we figured would work appropriately because we do use a lot of Asian influences in this sauce, and then we finish it with sriracha, so Firecracker being the word.
There's the boom.
Boom, indeed.
All right, I love it. Okay,
Yes.
Where do we start?
Why don't we start by putting the salmon on the grill, and then
Okay.
we'll quickly make the sauce, which is relatively easy to make.
Oh, that's a beautiful salmon steak there, too. That looks absolutely gorgeous.
So we're simply going to find the hot spot on the grill and let that sit for a moment. We're going to take our seasoning and we're going to season the back side of it, or the non-presentation side of the salmon. So while that's going on, we have hoisin sauce, plum sauce, a sweet chili sauce, and sriracha.
So it'll be kind of a savory sweet with a little heat going in.
There'll be definitely heat going in.
I love that. That's hence the name, Firecracker.
That's right.
You gotta have
it's,
the boom.
It's the plum sauce, the hoisin sauce, the sweet chili sauce into a bowl, mix it up, and make an appropriate mixture, and then some sriracha. Again, please be careful with sriracha. It is.
It's like
warm.
firecrackers.
It is,
Please,
yeah.
kids, be careful
Yes,
with this
yeah.
when you're lighting this.
That's right. Only. So we have the sauce made. We'll get our salmon, and here's one I prepared a little earlier.
Oh, perfect.
But so here it is. Now it has the grill marks on it. We let it sit for a couple of moments and then turn it over at a 45 degrees so you have a lattice pattern. And so now what we're going to do with this is simply...
And again, you talked about putting the presentation down first on the grill,
yes.
because then you flip it over, and that's why you have the beautiful
Yes.
hashtags. And then the sauce, or glaze, I guess we could
Glaze,
say,
yes.
goes right on.
So everyone, I'm sure in the audience, is asking why the grill marks are now covering it with sauce. The grill really does add that little extra flavor. I mean, it is a grill that is on from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. It's on 7 days a week. This thing is seasoned very well. It works. So I'm going to put this into the oven for a moment.
That's a lot of grilling.
It is a lot of grilling, yes.
The Blue Horse.
For the next part of the dish, we're going to use some fresh asparagus.
And while you start with that, we're going to take a quick break while that's in the oven. But when we come back, not only the asparagus, but other ingredients that Paul Sant is going to use with that firecracker salmon.
Wow.
It's going to be good. You don't want to miss it. More secrets of Louisville chefs when we come back. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Secrets of Louisville Chefs. Before we went to commercial break, Paul Sant from Blue Horse Restaurant out at the Crown Plaza had a stack of asparagus in his hands, and we're going to wrap up with this firecracker salmon.
Fantastic. So here we are. We have some fresh asparagus from garden asparagus. We're just going to take a few pieces, and we will cut off the, as we call the wooden part of the asparagus, and then we're going to have boiling water with seasoning or some salt. You can also add a little bit of baking soda to it to really enhance the green of broccoli or asparagus. Certainly, yeah, it really brings out the color. So we're just going to throw them in. And since we're going to use this dish right away, we're going to take the asparagus will cook for about a minute to two. If you're doing this at home, have a bowl of ice cold water. Throw the asparagus from the hot water into the ice cold. It'll stop the cooking process, and it'll stop the continuing of the cooking.
Because you still want a little crunch in there.
We certainly do, yes.
It all too...
So what we're going to do, because we're going to plate up pretty soon, if you don't mind, sir.
Oh,
we're going to go straight onto the grill.
Perfect.
And again, a little bit more seasoning.
And again, that grill, that will give it a nice little flavor.
It will. It will certainly give it the flavor. We have made just some good old-fashioned rice pilaf. The rice pilaf is just simply onion, celery, carrots. We put rice in, we put our seasoning in, and then we cook it until the rice blooms. But we serve them in these little bowls. We're going to take our asparagus.
You do a lot of grilling, Tim.
I do. I love cooking everything on the grill. There's nothing we don't not do on the grill.
Even pizza.
Even pizza on the grill.
Great fun.
Isn't that fun?
Great fun. Yes, definitely is. So we're going to take our asparagus, and we're going to place it in a fashion where you can still see the tips. And we do use this rectangle plate, so you could use certainly a rounded plate, a square plate, whatever the case may be.
Sure.
Also works very, very well as a platter dish. This doesn't have to be served red hot. Certainly as an entree in the restaurant, we want it to be as hot as possible. But you could serve this where the asparagus was at room temperature and the salmon was a little bit cooler. Take it outside if you have a buffet setting.
On a warm day,
yes,
it'd be a
it'll
nice, refreshing
certainly work.
dish.
Yes, it would
Okay.
certainly work. We're going to take our
glazed.
glazed salmon.
Wow. I'll tell you how that glaze just kind of nice sheen to the color to it, and all those sugars in that sauce kind of just came together. Wow.
And then all we're going to do put our salmon over the top. And
Is
then
that the size of salmon you
it is,
get
we
at the
use
restaurant?
we use a 9-ounce portion. We do, yes.
Man.
And then you can garnish it with certainly parsley, scallions, some beautiful microgreens, whatever you like. But when we do our scallions on top of our fish, all we do is we cut them on a slight angle to give the depth in the cut. So,
Oh, yeah, that makes a nice presentation too.
so there it
Yeah.
is. And then this just goes on the top. You can certainly put some on the rice. We can put some roasted red peppers on the rice, and that's
Beautiful.
it.
That brings the color. I'll
yeah.
tell you what, that looks
And that's
great.
it. There's
Chef.
our dish.
Oh, Chef. Now, originally you're from Australia,
I am,
Kevin was
yeah,
telling us.
yeah.
So give us a little bit about your background, Chef.
You know, I've been truly blessed. I really have. I was able to do an apprenticeship in Australia, and it was a 4-year apprenticeship, which is a little bit different to what we do here in America. I left Australia and went to London, England. I worked there for almost 2 years. I went to Canada. I worked there for a year. I left there and went to Bermuda. I worked there for a year, and I've been here for 24 years.
Wow. You have brought a lot of those ingredients and flavors to your dishes that you serve
Yeah.
right here at the Blue Horse.
We certainly do. You know, we also use as much local as we can. It was a big deal for me to leave the New York, Connecticut market to come down here, and part of the interview process was about local foods, Kentucky proud. I'm so thrilled to be part of it. I mean, there's so many people who are advocates and big advocates of it, and rightfully so. We have such a great product here in Louisville, and I am now a Louisvillian. I really am.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're truly proud of you, Chef. So
Thank you
that
very
is an
much.
awesome background. What do you think, Kevin?
I think it's absolutely great, and I think for folks that haven't found Paul out at the Blue Horse Restaurant, you need to go. And as you pointed out, it's not just for the hotel goers.
No, it's not. It's certainly for everybody to come join us.
Right out by the Louisville International Airport, it's the Blue Horse Restaurant. You'll find it in the Crown Plaza.
And how does the audience find us?
Well, that's easy to do. You can just log on to our website. It's newlocaltv.com. You'll find the recipes there. And if you're looking to be a Lucky Studio audience member, you'll have a chance to eat the great food we prepare here. And you can find tickets to that at mintjuliptours.com. For Tim Laird, I'm Kevin Harnett. We'll see you next time on Secrets of Louisville Chefs.